I'm Tony, he's Mike, and we are on week 3 of our Halloween horror film special, and we are going to do 2013's All Hallows Eve. So,
no.
who suggested, who picked this movie?
I don't remember, to be honest with you. I think it's just because like it seems to be, it crops up quite a bit, like a lot of lists for like horror movies and stuff like that. You know, they're semi-recent, even though this is like almost 10 years old now.
Yeah.
It was a bad choice for me. I did not particularly care for this movie at all.
I didn't feel that good about it. I fucking hated this movie. Now, so from what I understand, there's a sequel to this that just came out, and it has the clown in it, and that's actually good.
Well, hang on. So yes, so just real quickly, a quick primer. This is an anthology. There's 3 stories into it, and it's wrapped up around the premise of a babysitter and the 2 kids she's watching. One of the kids finds a VHS tape in the bag. They pop it in, they watch it, and then you get these 3 stories.
Some creep slipped a videotape into Timmy's candy bag while we were trick-or-treating.
A videotape?
You should see what's on it.
The first story being this girl get kidnapped by the clown, Art the Clown, and she ends up in this dungeon of some type, whatever.
It's somewhere in a subway station, yeah. So.
And she ends up getting raped by the devil, Satan, whatever. The third one is a woman getting attacked by an alien. That alien is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I was laughing so hard about that because I just kept seeing the Jabberwocky dance troupe guys because when the alien's coming down the hallway after he's all... I was laughing so hard. It was so stupid looking. It was. And the third one, let's just get this one out of the way. The third one was the girl that's driving to California to become an actress, and you know she stops at a gas station and runs into Art the Clown. Basically, it was 3 versions of the same story. It was...
Yeah, pretty much. Well, yes and no.
Art sees a chick. Art the Clown is all like, oh, got to get me some of that. And then he like, you know, goes about his, I don't know, I guess this is his courting ritual. This is how he can't get a phone and get Tinder on there or something. I don't know what. I just, like, it's so hammy.
I mean, he doesn't have to talk. I mean, you can't just text now. So, I mean, you can be a mute clown and get laid.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's easy, but it's possible. So just put that out there. If you're an evil clown, you don't necessarily have to resort to killing people. You don't have to go all incel just yet. Take a chance, put yourself out there. Maybe you'll find true love.
It's possible that there's lonely female mimes in your area.
There could be, dude. There you go, lonely mimes.
I hated everything about, like literally, and my hate didn't build over the course of this movie. I like immediately took a reaction to this film because the little kids were fucking annoying, as shit, and they were really bad actors to boot. And then you have dollar store Pam from The Office as their babysitter, and I'm thinking...
Thank you. I was trying to like, who does she remind me of? I was like, Amy Adams, but she's not quite Amy Adams. Like, it's something below that.
No,
yes, Pam.
Pam from The Office. Yes. And so like all the dialogue is tilted, and it's just really bad dialogue, and all the interactions are just like... I hate the kids. I hate everything about the kids. And then I hated the babysitter. And then, like, we got to the chick in the subway. And then I hated her. And then I hated the 2 girls that she was chained up with. And then we go back to the babysitter. And I hated them more. And then we go to the lady that moved into the house. And I hated the alien. And then I hated the lady in the house. And then, it was like everyone, I hated the girl at the gas station. I hated the guy at the gas station. And I really hated Art the Clown. I was just like, ugh. This movie. this movie. No, it wasn't fun. It wasn't like so bad it's entertaining. It was just bad. And there's like total amateur hour. And the worst part about it was like the story would get going and like something would happen and then they would always cut back to the kids and the babysitter, and it like completely just pulls you right out of the story. So,
well, they probably did that because like whatever they're trying to show at that time probably just didn't pan out. So it was kind of like an editing choice to maybe kind of hide
some of their sins. Yeah,
Yes.
Instead it made it worse. And the other thing is this watches like someone has a dream. Apparently, the guy who wrote it and edited it and directed it was also the guy that did all the makeup effects for it. And this comes off as a show reel for, hey, look at all these great effects that I can do.
Show and tell, just a game I play when I wanna say I love you.
And in that regard, in the gore aspect of it, and the makeup effects of it, that's fine. It works.
Well, it ended up panning out for him because there wasn't All Hallows Eve 2. There is Terrifier, which is a solo movie with Art the Clown, and then there's Terrifier 2, what you're talking about.
Okay.
So there's a sequel to the sequel.
So he did something
to the
right,
spinoff.
apparently.
Yeah. And I've seen Terrifier. Terrifier is actually pretty darn good. It's Art the Clown.
Yeah.
And it's a little more refined. Not a lot refined because it still watches like a grindhouse movie, as it should, and it executes very well on that. This, I agree with you, does not execute on really much level, except for I didn't mind the third, but just going in order, the first story, yes, I absolutely hated. I hated the character Casey. I hated the two girls down there, but it's a bad Rosemary Baby story. Not even close. It's just awful. And then the second story with the alien. Oh my God, that alien is so sad, pathetic looking. It doesn't even look like like they went to what's
Spirit of Halloween.
Thank you. Yes. Couldn't even drop the money to go Spirit Halloween to buy like the upper tier of a alien mask. No, they bought the $5 discount bin mask. Threw it on with some scuba equipment or some shit like that.
Home goods. They went. It was all baking pans and model parts that they hot glued together like 5 minutes before they started shooting.
It's the honeymooners when Ralph Cramner dresses up as an alien. I'll throw it right here.
While we're on the subject, what are you supposed to be?
What am I supposed to be? The man from space.
Oh, is that what a man from space looks like?
And then the last one with the chick driving. I actually didn't mind that because it actually has some scares and stuff behind it. But yeah, the girl herself was absolutely annoying.
Well, I was going to say that was actually the one that was the most successful because it was the simplest story.
Yes.
So while
in effect, there's basically no story.
They did end on a high note.
Yes.
But high is a relative thing,
Yes.
I mean, if you're on top of a hill in the middle of a field, it's the high point, but it ain't no mountain. So, and then the whole bit with the babysitter, like when Art the Clown came out of the kid's bedrooms covered in blood, I was like, yay, the hero wins. So, I hate to say it like that, but I was rooting for the fucking clown. So.
Yeah, I can't blame you. I don't blame you, and I agree. 100%.
I don't know.
I'm gonna try to balance your hate, but I can't this time. I'm right there with you. Not to that level, but I get it.
I just like there's so many good horror films out. Just don't. If you watch Terrifier and Terrifier 2 and you like those, you don't need to go back and watch the originals. You don't need to buy the box set of Blu-rays. Just be like, no, I just want these two. Well, we only got it in a box set. Well, I'll come back. So, trust me on this one.
No, but if you do find Terrifier, I recommend Terrifier. I don't recommend this. Don't bother. You don't need to get, because there's no backstory for Art the Clown. So if you're going there for that, don't bother. Just skip it. Just go to Terrifier. And I'm going to watch Terrifier 2, although I do have some kind of reservations for that because it's like a 2-hour movie. And it's like, I don't know if I can do 2 hours of torture porn because Terrifier is torture porn.
This was torture porn. So
well, this is torture watching it.
Well, he wanted the audience to feel the torture. It worked.
Yes, well done. But yeah, not a recommend for me.
Not only is this not a not recommend, it's an avoid like the plague.
Yeah.
I seriously, there's so many better movies to watch.
Yeah.
Skip this one.
Yeah. And we'll review better movies. They're coming next week. So we'll see you guys then.